Welcome to your Conquer 2020 workout. This workout will consist of 20 separate exercises, each one lasting for 1 minute. Let's get started. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna get started with kind of a warm-up move here. We're gonna do an X toe touch. So starting with your legs out nice and wide, hands above your head, and you're just reaching opposite hand to opposite foot. Nice big stretch.
I love this one. I love stretching my hamstrings.
Oh yeah. Kind of feel your sides open up.
Yes.
Really good if you're stiff.
Yes. If you get dizzy at all, just slow it down.
Yeah. 20 seconds.
You got it. Keep it going. Almost there. Keep it going.
Last one.
Nice job.
Good job, guys. All right, so the first move here that we're gonna do for your legs is gonna be a rocking side pulse lunge. So you're gonna keep that nice wide stance with your legs. With that wide stance, you're gonna sink into a side lunge, little pulse, up and over. Pulse, up and over. This one can be as slow as you need it to. If you have a hard time with those side movements with your knee, take it into a squat and just make it a pulse squat. And that'll be great too.
Keeping those tummies lifted in. Push through those heels. You got it. Keep it going, halfway there.
$20 seconds.
Almost there.
10.
Keep breathing, you can do it. 3. Good job.
Good job, guys. Shake it out. All right, so the next move is going to be super complicated. I really want you to pay really close attention.
Okay.
It's a little difficult. I know you've never seen this one before, but what we're going to do is jog in place.
Ah! Yeah, this is one of our favorites.
You can't go wrong.
No, you really can't. It's just so nice and light on the feet. Keeps the momentum going. Keeps your heart rate up, but without a lot of impact on your joints or squat. Well,
Yep.
Again, you can always march in place as needed, and then pick it up to a jog where you can.
Halfway there.
You got it, guys. Keep it going. $20 seconds. Keep breathing, keep pushing, almost there.
5. Perfect.
Good job.
Good job, guys. Shake it out real quick because we are going to work your legs again on this next one. So it seems pretty simple. It is simple, but it does start to burn.
Yes.
So what we're going to do, we're going to go into a static lunge position. So start with your feet together. You can step back into your lunge, and all you're going to do is sink down and squeeze up. So we're going to stay on this side for 30 seconds, and then we'll go ahead and switch.
Keeping that front heel down, really focusing on going up and down, not forward and back.
Make sure you're not leaning. Keep your hips and then your shoulders and then your head all in line.
Yep.
Let's do one more on this side, and we'll go ahead and switch real quick. Step it back. You can kind of do this mindlessly, like just up and down doing nothing. But if you come down and squeeze up, flex your quad, you're gonna feel it a lot more.
Yep. It's always good to have that focus on those areas because we can't just mindlessly start going up and down, but really stay in tune to what you're working and get the most out of it.
And done.
Good job.
Good job, guys. All right, for the last exercise in this circuit, we're gonna take it down to the ground. I would suggest having something underneath your knees if you need to, just to kind of help support them. What we're gonna do in this tabletop position is a windmill, basically, with your hip. So what we're gonna do is start with your right leg, and you're just bringing the hip up and around and back to center. Up and around, back to center. And we're gonna do this move for 30 seconds, and then we'll go ahead and switch.
You can also challenge yourself by having little movement in the upper body, by just letting that leg do the motion, rather than like moving everything else, okay?
Last
So
one.
focus on that leg.
Switch sides, guys.
Good job.
$15 seconds.
Squeeze everything nice and tight. You're almost there.
And done.
Good
Awesome
job.
guys. Take a minute here to rest, relax, grab some water, stretch.
Yes.
So for this next set, we still got a few seconds, but for the next set, we're actually still going to be on the ground. So you can stay down here. You don't need to stand up.
Nope. Just catch your breath. Ready for the rest of the workout. You guys doing great. Keep it up. Again, if we do anything kneeling, you can always fold up your mat a little bit, or if you have a towel or anything, you want to fold up so that we have a little bit of cushion.
Yep.
Or even like your wrist too. You could fold up your mat a little bit, or get a towel to place underneath your wrist. So.
All right, I'll go ahead and show you guys the next move. So we're going to be back in that tabletop position again, kneeling here, and they're called alternating swimmers. So what you're doing is you're bringing one arm up and back, and then forward, and then down. Switch arms, back, forward, down. Good. If you have some crunching, popping, pain, discomfort in your shoulders, you can always keep the arm a little bit closer. You can bend the elbow.
You want to think about lifting it up so it stays parallel, parallel, parallel the whole way, and then parallel to the ground the whole way back. So it really helps, it opens up the front of your shoulder and chest area, and it's strengthening your upper back and shoulder area too, as well as your core, because you're in a tabletop position, picking up that arm, you're engaging your core every time. So squeeze those tummies into your spine.
Last 5 seconds. Perfect. Good
Great
job,
job.
guys. Okay, so for the next move, we're going to be doing a kneeling side plank hold, okay? So you're going to be up in your kneeling side plank position, and what I want you to do is bring that leg up off the ground, and we're holding right here.
Think about everything being in line from your arm, chest up, and that leg is lifted. If it's here, that's awesome, but you want to feel a little bit of a push, a little bit of squeeze in the whole side body here. So you're engaging and lifting away from the floor here, and squeezing and lifting and opening up here.
So we've got 10 more seconds on this side, and then we'll switch.
Don't let that leg drop. Lift it, squeeze it. Doesn't have to be higher than parallel. I'm going to try and squeeze.
And switch.
Quick switch, other side. Think about squeezing your tummies in to your spine while you're here too. Don't let that leg drop, squeeze it.
You can put your arm up if you want, or on your hip, whichever one works for you. Putting your arm up is gonna bring a little bit of a balance thing to it.
Correct.
All right, good
Nice
job,
job.
guys. Okay, we can go back to standing, nice and slow. Bring it back up. We're gonna use our weights for this exercise. So you guys know we like to do things called eccentric exercises. So this is a twist bicep curl. We're doing it eccentric. So you're twisting up and then slowly twisting it back down. So you're starting with the dumbbell facing your quads, squeeze it up, and then slowly twist it back down.
Sometimes we automatically think moving faster makes things harder, but that's not always the case.
Definitely not.
Nope. So when we purposely make something slower, you're a lot more mindful of the movement, but it's always really good to use your control in everything that we do as well.
This curl is a little different than your standard curl because as soon as you twist it with your palm facing down, you're actually working a lot of your forearm.
Keep that posture up nice and strong. Stack those shoulders and hips.
Nice job, guys.
Good job.
Okay, so go ahead and stay with your dumbbells in your hands. For this one, we're going to be doing a bent over alternating tricep kickback. So you've seen these before. We are going to be bent over at the hips, bringing the elbow in nice and tight, and alternating kickbacks. So keep your core in nice and tight. You want to support your lower back here because you're bending away from your body with a weight.
When you extend that elbow, try not to swing it. Try to really use your tricep to extend that elbow. Keep it going, you got it.
Less than 20 seconds.
Keep it going. Squeeze those elbows. Lift it up.
Awesome job, guys.
Good job.
Okay, we can set those weights down. So this is going to be a side leg swing. With this one, what I want you to do is you're going to be just standing with your legs hip width apart. We're going to swing one leg out and then across the center of your body and then back out again. So we're working inner and outer thighs. We're going to stay on this one leg until 30 seconds is up and then we'll switch. If you are losing your balance a lot, you can use a chair if you need to. If you don't have a chair nearby, you can tap on one side, swing out, and then tap over here. You really want to make sure that you're crossing that leg over your body though, because that is what's going to work the inner thigh.
Yep. And using your strength to lift rather than just swinging it and kicking it.
Go ahead and switch legs.
Keep it going, you got it. You also get a little bit of your oblique outer thighs and hip area when you go out too, and then that crossover really gets that inner thigh.
3, 2, 1. Awesome.
Good job,
guys.
Shake it out.
Round
Two more rounds to
Yep.
go.
You
got
this.
it.
Halfway through.
Yes.
Take this minute to relax. That was a little bit of a low-key circuit. It felt good.
Yep. It's always good to have those too, because those are those exercises that you can look and say, that looks super easy, no problem.
Yeah.
But as soon as you start to do it, you realize all of the muscles that you're working when you're doing it, or finding your balance. So those are all just really, really good exercises to incorporate.
For sure. So for the next circuit, we are going to bring it back down to the ground again. The first exercise is called a frog lunge, okay? So this one, if you want to, you can be up on a chair or a coffee table, similar motion, okay? So what I want you to do, you're gonna be down in a high plank position, and you're gonna bring one leg up, The goal is to bring it up next to your hand. If you're not that flexible, if you're right here, do whatever you can. Once you're up in this position, I like to sink down into a little hip stretch and then back and alternate sides.
Again, make sure you use your modification as needed. You could even do a countertop with like a knee lift. So there's always ways to modify for your body and for your level. Keep it going.
15 seconds.
Almost there, you guys. Keep it going.
Good job.
Nice job.
And time. So for this next one, you can actually stay on the ground. We're going to be laying down, but you will need one dumbbell for this. So on this exercise, you're going to lay down flat on your back. Hold the dumbbell right above your chest. And what I want you to do, keep your elbows slightly bent, extend your arms up over your head, back behind you almost to where you're touching the ground, and then squeeze back up over your chest.
Keep that breath going. Keep your core engaged. Find that control when you go back, because you have that weight in your hand, so you're going to feel it, and you're going to have to stop it from hitting the ground. So use that control. 20 seconds left. Keep going. 3 seconds.
Awesome job,
Great
guys.
job.
Okay, so go ahead and come up into a seated position. So this next exercise is, we're going to do 30 seconds each side. It's going to be a type of bicep curl. So what you're going to do, bring one leg in. One leg is going to be out with your knee up towards the ceiling. Support your arm with the, kind of right behind your elbow on your knee, and you're going into a bicep curl right here. If you need to, if you feel like your arm's wobbly on your knee or anything, you can always use your other hand to stabilize it. So we're going to do 30 seconds on this side, and then we'll spin around and do the other side.
Good job, you guys. Keep it going.
Less than 10 seconds. One more, and spin around.
Good job. So you're going to feel this one a lot different than a standing bicep curl, where the weight is going down to the ground. This one, you end up staying parallel to the ground with it way off of the center of your body. So you're going to feel it a lot more here. So good job. Keep it going. And one. Good job.
All right, guys, so we're going to go back to our tabletop position. That's the theme for today.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is called a tricep pump. So we're going to do one arm at a time. You're going to take one arm up by your side, nice and straight, and it's going to be just this little pulse right here. Little pump. So we're going to go for 30 seconds.
The main thing here is think about your fingertips facing down, or even like a little tiny degree angle out, but that twist for the tricep, you should be lifting with the back of your arm. Trying to stay about hip height the whole time, so you're not swinging up and down, little tiny lifts from the hip and higher.
All right, let's go ahead and switch sides.
Keep breathing, keep those tummies tight. Lift that arm.
last exercise in this circuit is going to be a V-up. So you're staying on the ground, sitting with your knees up. There's two ways to do this one. You can use your hands for a modification, or you can have your hands up. If you have any lower back issues, you're gonna wanna keep your hands on the ground. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna lean back, so that way your kind of center of gravity is on your bottom, and you're gonna kick your legs out and then back in, creating kind of a V with your upper and lower body. Different modifications. If it starts to hurt your hips at all, you can always do one leg at a time. Totally up to you.
Keep it going, you got it.
We're halfway. "20 seconds. Keep it up, guys. This one's hard. That's okay.
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Good job, guys.
Nice work. Very good. So you can see if we start to get quiet, it's because we're working along with you.
Exactly.
So
that's when you know it's hard.
That's right. We're focusing on our breathing and our work. So, but you guys are doing great. All right.
So we got 1 minute here, 45 seconds-ish.
Yep.
And then we're gonna go into our last circuit for this whole workout today.
Yay.
So when you're ready, you can stand back up, but still rest. You can take some time to grab a drink, stretch out if you need to.
And again, what do we like for our very last round of exercises? Like to make it our best, okay? So I always like a little reminder of that. Do your best. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just want to do your best.
So we've been kind of low key here for the last couple circuits. So the first exercise in this circuit, we're just gonna get the heart rate back up again. So we've done this one before. It's called a star jack. So it's a jumping jack, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your arms come up and then out. Don't forget your modifications. If you need to step out instead of hop, that's fine too.
You got it. Keep it going. Finish strong. Conquer 2020, right?
We got this.
Almost there, you guys. Keep it up.
10 seconds. Good job, guys.
Great job.
Heart rate's gonna come down on this next one. So gather your breathing and go ahead and grab one dumbbell. So this is a standing ab exercise. So we're gonna do a side crunch. So with the dumbbell, you're gonna let the dumbbell pull you down, stretch out that side, and then crunch all the way over. So we're gonna do 30 seconds on this side, and then we'll switch.
Find that breath. Squeeze those abs. Again, focus on the areas that we're working.
One more on this side. Let's switch.
Keep breathing.
Pull that belly button in super tight, super tight.
You got it. Keep it going. Last one. Nice job.
Good job, guys.
Very good.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and take it back down to the ground. This is another one that you can modify with a countertop or a chair if you need to. This is called a hover with a tap. So you're starting in a tabletop position, but the hover part comes when you come up on your toes and your knees are hovering about an inch off the ground. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna reach out and tap. So we're alternating legs here, trying to keep your knees nice and close. If you need to modify this one on the ground, you can always come down on your knees and kick back right here. If you're up on a chair, what you can actually do is you can still be in that almost hover position, because by doing that, you're still holding your core in nice and tight.
Yep.
So still hover, even if you're on a chair or a countertop.
And you go with that back foot is to really extend it where you can, keeping that booty low. Don't move anything else except for that leg.
15 seconds, we're almost there.
You got it. 5 seconds. Good
Awesome
job.
job, guys. Okay, we're gonna take it down to our backs. So for this ab exercise, what I want you to do is cross one leg over the other. So if you have your left leg up, put your right hand behind your head. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cross over your body. It's gonna be right elbow towards left knee, or vice versa. And we'll switch at 30 seconds.
Really get that shoulder blade up with that twist. Think about your tummies.
One more here, and then switch legs.
You gotta keep it going. 15 seconds. Good job.
Great job, guys. Okay, so stay right here. What I want you to do is bring your hands, put them underneath your bottom. Put your left leg out straight, but hovering about 1 inch or so off the ground. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna stack your right foot on top, so your heel is on your toe, and you're gonna do this little pulse right here. The key here is to make this only so that your legs are moving. You don't wanna be rocking all over the place here. You really wanna keep your core in super tight, because you're really controlling those lower abs. You're also gonna feel this in your hip flexors. We got 10 seconds left on this side. And switch. Make sure you're breathing, don't hold your breath.
You got it, guys. Finish strong. 8 seconds.
Whew.
Yay! Nice job,
guys.
everybody. Good work.
That was a good one.
Yes, it was.
Lots of abs.
Yes, you guys did a great job.
Yep. Keep it up, guys. Make sure that you're staying strong throughout your Conquer 2020. You guys are doing awesome. Make sure you're using the hashtag #BBDFitGirls so we can keep cheering you on. And just keep killing it. We're proud of you.
Yes, we are. Great job, you guys. Thank you.
Good job, guys. Bye.
All right, we're just going to take it to step touch side to side. So just bring the heart rate down, just kind of shaking out everything that we've done today. Sometimes this is a thing that we don't do enough of.
Right.
Cooling down, kind of bringing it back in.
It's really important if your heart rate is just really high, you want to slowly bring it back down. You don't want to just lay down on the ground.
Right.
Because it's really hard for your heart to keep up with pumping the blood everywhere.
Right, exactly. All right, bring those feet apart. You're going to give yourself a nice big hug. Think about stretching out that upper back, kind of making a C with your body. And then when you're ready, you can open up the chest to the ceiling. And you want to do it again. Great job. And then bring those feet apart, bring those hands on your hips. You're just going to kind of take it down, and you're just going to swirl down to the other side. Bring it up, and great job. Other way. More seconds here. Awesome job. And bring it up. Feet together. You're going to take a nice deep breath up. You're going to release like you're diving in a pool. And you're just going to let your head hang, and you're just going to breathe. If you want to roll up, you can do so. Only here for a few more seconds. And roll it up. Awesome job, you guys. Great work today. We'll see you at the next workout.
Good job, guys.
All right, we're just going to take it to step touch side to side. So just bring the heart rate down, just kind of shaking out everything that we've done today. Sometimes this is a thing that we don't do enough of.
Right.
Cooling down, kind of bringing it back in.
It's really important if your heart rate is just really high, you want to slowly bring it back down. You don't want to just lay down on the ground.
Right.
Because it's really hard for your heart to keep up with pumping the blood everywhere.
Right, exactly. All right, bring those feet apart. You're going to give yourself a nice big hug. Think about stretching out that upper back, kind of making a C with your body. And then when you're ready, you can open up the chest to the ceiling. And you want to do it again. Great job. And then bring those feet apart, bring those hands on your hips. You're just going to kind of take it down, and you're just going to swirl down to the other side. Bring it up, and great job. Other way. More seconds here. Awesome job. And bring it up. Feet together. You're going to take a nice deep breath up. You're going to release like you're diving in a pool. And you're just going to let your head hang, and you're just going to breathe. If you want to roll up, you can do so. Only here for a few more seconds. And roll it up. Awesome job, you guys. Great work today. We'll see you at the next workout.
Good job, guys.